Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy, the Stock Dude, back on the prowl again. A lot of times people ask me my opinion on penny stocks. Now, penny stocks, for those that don't know, are stocks that are priced between $1 and $5 per share. People like low price penny stocks. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a simple but yet a powerful stock screen that I created that will enable you to find low price penny stocks that could possibly skyrocket higher. I just have one request, that if you find a potential penny stock that you think could skyrocket higher by using this screener that I'm going to show you next, I just ask that you holler at your boy. Leave me a comment in the section below. That way I can benefit right along with you, especially if you're going to find it using the screen that I'm about to share with you. So for you cheapskates out there who don't like spending a whole lot of money per share, I think I got the perfect thing for you. So stay tuned and let's get right to it. Alright, without further ado, let's get right to it. Go to my favorite website, and I do mean favorite website, by the name of Finviz.com. And once you get to the home page, I'm going to show you guys this screener. You're going to be amazed at how simple but yet how powerful it is to find those low price stocks, those penny stocks that everybody loves. So when you get to Finviz, you're on your home page. First thing you want to do is come right over here to your screener tab. You're going to hit your screener tab. Then you want to go to this tab where it says all, right here at the top, right near the middle. When you click the all tab, all it does is just opens up the entire page with all of your parameters and your settings for your screener. Basically, it just makes everything easier to find and easier to see. So, like I said, this is a very simple stock screen. Only has 4 different settings, 4 parameters, but it's powerful. So the first thing you want to do is go down to where you see the tab that says price. And you're going to take this tab that says price, and you're going to find the setting that says between $1 to $5 per share. That's going to find you guys nothing but the lower price stocks, the ones that are cheap, just for you cheapskates out there who don't want to spend a lot of money. The next parameter that you want to set in place is the volume tab. You want to hit that volume tab, and you want to set your volume to over 300K. All that'll do is find stocks in your screener, actually in my screener, but I'm sharing it with you. All this does is find stocks using this screener that trade average volume every day of at least 300,000 shares. Might be more, but the minimum amount of shares traded for all of the companies that are pull up using this screener is 300K, 300,000. And you want that. Main reason is for liquidity. Now, liquidity is basically just the ease in which you can buy shares to get into a stock or sell shares to get out of a stock. The next setting you want to go to is in the column right next to that volume column, and this one is relative volume. You want to take relative volume and choose the setting that says over 3. So that means that all of the stocks that's pulled up using this scan, they will have a daily volume being traded of 3 times the amount in which is normal. So it's going to basically find you stocks that institutions or investors are currently buying at a clip of 3 times the amount that's normal for a particular day. Next thing you want to do, and this is the final tab setting right here. For current volume, you want to set this to over 1 million shares. That means that every stock that's pulled up is going to be trading at least 1 million shares or higher or more. So that means when you have that amount of shares trading on a penny stock, now we all know that volume is what moves share prices up and also down. So when you have this set to over 1 million for your current volume, that means that each one of these companies down here, these stocks are trading at least on the minimum 1 million shares currently. That is 3 times more than what's average for the average day. So what that does is it potentially, and I underline the word potentially, puts you right in the middle of a low price stock that has a lot of volume in it. And when low price stocks trade on a lot of heavy volume, it's a good chance that being that they are low price, that the stock price can actually jump higher. So as you notice right here, it says total stocks found 31. So we have narrowed down over 8,000 companies that trade stock all the way down to only 31. Next thing you want to do is hit your charts tab. Now, before we hit the charts tab, I got to put my disclaimer out there. I am not a stock expert, nor do I play one on YouTube. So anything that you hear from this channel or any other channel, make sure you please do your own due diligence and your own research. All this is my opinion and my opinion only. So don't call me if you lose $30 trading penny stocks, because penny stocks, I gotta be real with you. I gotta shoot straight from the shoulder. Penny stocks are risky. They are definitely risky. But a lot of people they often ask me about penny stocks because people love those low price stocks. A lot of people just cheapskates, man. They don't want to spend a whole lot of money. And I get it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But make sure that you have in your mind that people can and do lose money on penny stocks. But without further ado, I'd like to ask you, if you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. That way when the next video come out, you'll be sure to be alerted and you won't miss a thing. Without further ado, let's hit the charts tab. And when we hit this charts tab, all it does is open up and show you the charts of each one of these stocks that we just found using this simple but powerful stock screener. And basically all I like to do is just scroll and see what catches my eye right away. One thing that catches my eye is this. This company is called Baldax Bio Incorporated. Never heard of them. But what I do like about this chart pattern is simply this. If you look right here, about midway through October, you see the stock gap down, and as soon as it gapped down, a lot of heavy volume came into this stock. So when the price jumped lower, institutions or investors bought it, and they bought a lot of it. And once again, you see this green volume spike later near the end of October. They bought it again. So people are interested. And you see a couple of more volume spikes that are 4 or 5 times larger than what's normal. Then you go right here, what caught my eye initially, to, what's the date? December the 3rd. This is recent buying activity. Today is December the 6th. So right on Thursday, December the 3rd, we had a big influx of volume. And on Friday, we had another big influx of volume. Now, this company traded on Friday over 3.5 million shares. I think that you can let this price come down maybe to around the $1 mark, which is that support area. When it comes down to that $1 mark and it trades on a green or a positive day, which means that you let it close higher than it opened up, that's a green positive day. It looks like it's trying to come back down to this support area right around $1. And if this thing comes down to this area and it trades green, I would advocate you buying some shares of this. Because today, on Friday, it traded at only $1.17. And with this heavy volume that's coming in here and on Friday and back here in October, it's a real good chance that this stock price is going to try to get back up to the area where it fell from, which is right around $2.44 per share. And just to give you an idea, if you buy 1,000 shares and you sell them at $2.44 per share, you're looking at well over $1,000 profit. So for you cheapskates out there, there go one that you could possibly put on your radar. And then I will go back and I will look and I will see what else catches my eye. I wrote a note down. There it is. Here is the company right here. Goes by the name of Hepion Pharmaceuticals Incorporated. Now on Friday, this thing traded and closed at $1.60. Same thing. What caught my eye, this is also a biotech, by the way. Same thing that caught my eye is the same thing that caught my eye on the previous stock. A gap down in price, immediately followed by nice volume that came in. Now the support area is right around $1.52. Now what caught my eye is the fact that it gapped down right here in the end of November, traded up a little bit, and it came down, but it seems to be holding that support area of right around $1.52 per share. So I would suggest to anyone that's considering trading this to set a stop loss just under the price of $1.50. That way, in case this thing turns and goes lower, if you lose money at all, you can minimize the amount of money that you lose. But I would say, being that the volume is 1.8 million, it's trading 3 times the amount of average volume, and it seems to be holding this support area. So my guess is that this thing is going to try to push and return back up here near the $240 to $250 price target. So I would wait and make sure that this thing closes green at least one more day. If it closes above the current price, if it closes above $1.60, hey, if you can do it, grab you 1,000 shares, because if this thing gets up to $250 and you got 1,000 shares at $1.60, you're looking at $1,000 plus in profit. Gosh almighty. Cheapskates. And the last one that I'm looking at, where is it? Right here. Company goes by the name of Minerva Neurosciences. Guess what? This is the third stock that I'm looking at. This is the third biotech company. Now, for those that don't know, biotech companies are companies that they come up with medications. Now, if you happen to be living under a rock and you haven't noticed, right now we're living in the middle of a pandemic. The coronavirus is still running rampant through the country right as we speak. So it's funny because the three companies that I'm looking at who are trading at significantly higher volume than normal, all three of them are biotechs. This one goes by the name of Minerva Neurosciences. Now, I like this for the same reason I like the other three. It gapped down, and as you can see here, it seems to be holding this support level of around $2.60 per share. Average volume is 589,000, and the current volume is almost 2 million, 1.9 million shares. So from my experience of seeing this, if this thing holds this support area of right around $2.50 per share, and if it closes above the current price of, what is it, $2.74 per share, I would almost bet that this is going to try to return back up here to at least $6 per share. So for you cheapskates out there that's looking for a low price stock, and this is it, only $2.74 a share, I would recommend to you to give Minerva Neurosciences a chance and put this on your watch list. Now, 3 biotechs. So that's giving me the idea that biotechs have a great potential to be found at a lower price and trade higher, especially when they're trading on high volume. So I would keep that in mind. So you guys are probably wondering why I like to keep an eye on biotechs. This biotech right now is $2.74 per share. But let me show you why I watch and I pay attention to biotechs. There was another biotech that I did a video on back in February of this year. I think you guys might recognize the name. I did a video back in February, and one of the companies that I highlighted and that came and turned up on a scan that I had went by the name of Novavax Incorporated. Now, if you look back in February, here's the dates on the bottom of the screen right here. Back in the early part of February, Novavax was trading at only $6.02 per share. Now, there's a good chance that Novavax would have showed up on this scan that I just showed you. Fast forward to today, Novavax trades for $126.25 per share. Could that be? Back in February, this thing traded for just over $6 per share. So if I were you, I would save that screen that we just went over, because you may find a stock with heavy volume that could possibly do what Novavax did, explode higher. But I ask you, if you do find a stock using the stock screen that I just showed you, please leave your boy a comment in the comment section. That way I can benefit right along with you. So this is the stock screening that I promised you guys. Here are the settings once again. Now, how you save these stock screens, this one and any other, what you do is go up to this top tab and you come down to where it says Save Screen. So here are the parameters once again: between $1 and $5, over volume, average volume over 300K, relative volume over 3, current volume over 1 million. Those are the 4 simple parameters and settings that you need to find these stocks. So you go down to where it says Save Screen, click it, and it's going to turn blue. And what it's going to do is ask you to name your screen. So all you would do is type in whatever name you choose for this. Once you do your name, you come down to where it says Save Changes. You're going to hit Save. So then each time that you go to your screener tab on Finviz.com, you hit your screener tab, you go to where it says My Presets, and every screen that you save will be right here in this bottom section. See, me personally, I have a lot of screens, but each one of the screens that I save are right there. There's mine. I name my screen Cheapskate. You name yours whatever you want. So for all you cheapskates out there who don't like to spend a whole lot of money per share, the stock dude just gave you a simple but yet powerful stock screener that will enable you guys to find low price stocks between $1 and $5 per share. Make sure that you do your own due diligence before putting your hard-earned money at risk. Now, if you've enjoyed this video, I ask that you please hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell, and also leave a brother a comment at the bottom of the page on what you think. And if you run across a stock that you feel that has great potential to skyrocket higher, holla at your boy. I'm the one known as the Stock Dude. Peace.